Hey cleaning family, it's Carolyn Arellano, your cleaning business mentor. And in this YouTube video, we are going to go over 3 critical mistakes that cleaning businesses happen to make that can cost them tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So be sure to stick around for the entire video. Let's talk about these 3 different mistakes that cleaning business owners tend to make, and we're going to break them down, and I'm going to go over each one of them to show you how to be more profitable in your business and also run your business more professionally. Mistake number 1 is taking every client. Not all money is good money. Now, I personally learned this firsthand from making my own mistakes, right? Of taking every client, taking every clean, even when my gut was telling me not to do it. If you guys get the feeling that a client is just going to be an issue, if they are being disrespectful or rude or demanding over the phone, trust your instincts, because in the beginning, didn't trust mine all the time. And I would go to these cleans and then later on ask myself, why didn't you listen to yourself, Carol? You knew this person was going to be a problem. So that's number 1. But understanding who your ideal client is very important for you guys. You have to define the characteristics of your perfect client. Let's use cleaning residential apartments in a luxury apartment building as an example. Now, when you market to a luxury apartment building, you are going to understand that number 1, people are paying a much higher fee in rent than they would regular apartment buildings. Now, this is going to tell us a number of things. Number 1, they're going to be able to afford your cleaning. They are already paying extra in rent. These residents of these luxury apartment buildings have really high paying jobs or have businesses of their own, meaning that they're going to be able to afford a cleaning once or twice a month. Now, that's just one example of an ideal client. Another example of an ideal client could be large homes in a high income neighborhood. Now, something that I always tell my students is that we clean in neighborhoods that I wish to live in, meaning the neighborhoods that have the really large homes and can afford our services. Now, we personally really love to clean these large homes because they do happen to book on a recurring basis and they can afford our services. Another reason is because the clean times take longer. So instead of cleaning an apartment for maybe 2 hours with a team of 2, we can spend almost an entire day, if not 5 to 6 hours with a team of 2, cleaning a larger home. Again, the people that own these houses have really high paying jobs or really high paying businesses that they own, and they understand that not only is cleaning a luxury, but it's one that is very important to them. Their houses are very large, so they can't physically clean the houses themselves. Again, if it takes us 6 hours with 2 people, that would just take them 12 hours alone. And number 2, they mostly don't have the time to clean these homes, right? They are busy working on their businesses, busy working at their jobs, where they can go ahead and spend that time doing something more important, like working or spending time with their family. A third example of an ideal client could be a commercial cleaning account. Maybe you have a 9-to-5 job, or you just prefer to do the commercial cleaning versus homes. Now, you also need to understand who your ideal client is going to be in the commercial aspect. Is your commercial cleaning client open 7 days a week? Do they need cleaning 7 days a week? Or are you looking for a 5-day-a-week account? A third example for an ideal client could be commercial offices. Now, commercial offices happen to be an ideal client of ours as well because they are only open from business hours, which is usually 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That means our teams can come in and do their cleanings from 6 p.m. on. They don't have to worry about coming face to face with any clients. They can work in peace, and most of our accounts are 5 days a week. Now, your ideal client can also be an office. And that can also change as far as the frequency. You might have a smaller team and you might be looking for a 3-day week account. Or you might have a much larger team than myself and you might be looking for a 7-day-a-week account. Again, you really have to lock in and understand who is your ideal client. What days do you want to go clean there? What are the hours? What types of offices are these? Do you want to clean medical facilities? Are they too tough to clean? Or do you want regular office buildings? Do you want to clean a school that needs 7 days a week? Or do you want to find a nearby lawyer's office who only wants their establishment cleaned once or twice a week? So again, this all goes back to understanding who your ideal client is. Like I said in the beginning of this video, not all money is good money. So don't go ahead and just take every single client because they are coming your way. The second biggest mistake that cleaning business owners make is underbidding themselves. Now, this can be the case in residential or commercial cleaning spaces, regardless of what kind of client it is. We all hate underbidding, because that means we are losing out on money that we could potentially have been gotten paid. Now, the way to avoid underbidding is clear communication. You need to fully understand what your client's expectations are. Be sure to document the requested services to avoid any type of misunderstandings. Now, in regards to a residential client, if you are taking a quotation over the phone, you want to make sure to ask every single appropriate question that there is. Is the house empty? You'll know it's a move-in clean. Has the home recently been renovated? You'll know right away it's a post-construction clean. How many bedrooms are there? How many bathrooms? Do you have a finished basement? Do you own any pets? Now, I have a residential intake form for you guys for purchase that I will link in the description of this video to help you ask all the appropriate questions for your residential cleaning clients. Asking all the right questions is going to give you more information and understand what your client is looking for. Now, if you happen to have instant quoting and booking forms on your website, which I do, make sure you have all of the information on that page, meaning the pricing for your bedrooms and bathrooms, listing all of the extras that are extras, inside fridge, inside oven, finished basement, garage. You do not want your client to assume that you are going to clean things outside of the scope of work. This is going to help you not only estimate properly, but also avoid any future or potential complaints. Now, I have used ZenMaid since the very start of my business on my cleaning company's website. I will link in the description of this video a 14 free day trial to ZenMaid, as well as my ZenMaid's Bootcamps online course that I have created for the ZenMaid user. I will also be sure to link a free quote for ZenMaid instant quoting and booking forms if you are interested in implementing them on your website. Now, let's talk about underbidding from a commercial aspect. When it comes to commercial bidding, I highly suggest performing an in-person walkthrough. We do not give any quotations over the phone for commercial spaces. You want to make sure to go ahead and go to the location, not only take photos and measurements, but also talk with somebody from the business to have a clear understanding as to their expectations. How many days a week are they looking for? How large is the space? What areas will you physically be cleaning? Now, here's an example. A 50,000 square foot building needing 3 hours of labor versus a 25,000 square foot building needing 2 hours of labor. You have to adjust this to make sure that you do not underbid. Price increases are normal. Make sure you discuss any adjustments with your clients to either increase the charges or decrease the workload. You can always work your best with your commercial cleaning clients, but this is all going to be a part of you not underbidding the job. If you just go ahead and quote a commercial space over the phone, there is a 50% chance, if not higher, that you are going to underbid yourself. So make sure to ask all of the appropriate questions. Go ahead in person for those commercial cleaning walkthroughs, and be sure to completely understand what your client's expectations are, and your client should also know what to expect from you as a cleaning service. Meaning, when you send that proposal over or that house cleaning quotation, showing them what your checklists are. showing them how often these tasks will be done. The number 3 biggest mistake that cleaning businesses make are flawed marketing strategies. You want to make sure to avoid any unnecessary expenses. Many cleaning businesses, such as myself, tend to get ahead of ourselves, meaning that we go ahead and start branding our vehicles, start buying unnecessary purchases like equipment that could easily be rented and vehicles that we just don't need. And most of all, we put money into advertising platforms that just don't work. Number 1, you want to make sure to have a very clean and understandable website. Your clients need to land on your website and understand exactly what type of services that you provide, what areas you provide, and if you do residential cleaning, what your pricing is. This is very, very important. You don't want to have any sloppy websites or any type of calculators that are confusing, and you don't want to have any spelling errors. If you guys are interested in a free web design quotation and instant quoting and booking form quotation, please be sure to check the link in the description of this video. If you guys are interested in learning on how to open and run your very own multi-six-figure cleaning business, please be sure to check out my full website, where I have a number of free resources, online courses, and other amazing digital products for the growing and expanding cleaning business owner. You want to make sure that your website is completely clickable, meaning that if a client were to click on the word deep clean, it takes them to a deep cleaning page. Also meaning that if they happen to click on an email, that an email will pop up ready to be sent. If they click on a phone number, this will be click to call. And you also want to make sure to have a live chat on your website. That way, if your potential clients have any questions, they have a way to get into contact with somebody from your business right away. You also want to make sure that you are not throwing money into any ads that are sketchy or don't work. Now, based on my personal experience, I can tell you that the best ads that we happen to run are Google Smart Ads and Google Local Service Leads. Now, those have been 2 of the most effective marketing techniques that we have used within our business from the start and currently still run. Now, there are other platforms that I have heard are good for cleaning businesses, such as Thumbtack, but that is as far as my professional advice goes for marketing. You can definitely also try out Facebook and Instagram, but see what works for you. Some of the platforms that I would completely avoid using are platforms like Yelp and Bark. Now, based on my own personal experience, these 2 platforms are platforms that you put money into ahead of time and they recycle their leads, meaning that they are showing that lead to maybe 10 to 12 other cleaning businesses and still taking your money. Now, again, this is based on my own experience with Yelp and Bark, and it has not gone well. If you still want to give them a try, I've already warned you, but go right ahead and do some A/B testing. See what works best for your area. Now, also, another great marketing technique that is inexpensive is using flyers and sending mailers. If you guys haven't seen the full-length video with Dave Kamenga of Dave's Cleaning Consultant and myself on how to find more commercial cleaning clients, please be sure to check the link in the description of this video, as well as the link to our downloadable and customizable mailers for a very inexpensive way to get in front of more commercial cleaning clients. Now, another mistake, and this is a bonus mistake, is not being professional. If a client calls your place of business, you make sure that somebody is answering the phone. Now, if you are a full-time solo cleaner, I can completely understand the struggle of that. Or if you happen to have a 9-to-5 job and you are doing your cleaning business as a side hustle, I understand. What you need to do then is to find somebody in place to make sure that they can answer your calls promptly. Be respectful and listen carefully. Listen to what your client has to say and save your questions for after they're done speaking. Make sure you follow up on all of your quotations in a prompt fashion. meaning that if you send the quote out today and you don't get a response back by tomorrow, make sure to send that text message or follow-up email. Hey, Ms. Arellano, I was just checking in on the quotation that we sent yesterday. Is there anything that I can help explain, or would you like to move forward with the booking? Following up with clients is extremely, extremely important. And again, always be as professional as possible. Avoiding these mistakes listed in this video are going to help your business be more profitable. Again, these are all mistakes that we can make when first starting our cleaning business, but let's try to avoid them from the very beginning. If you guys found this video educational and informational, please be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. That way you're notified each and every time I upload a new YouTube video.